Hello students, this is Fatali sir, your English teacher. I welcome you all in my video lecture. Today we are going to learn our first poem, that is Dust of Snow, which is written by Robert Frost. So let's start. First of all, let me introduce you to the poet Robert Frost. His full name is Robert Lee Frost. He was an American poet. He was born on 26th March 1874 in San Francisco, California. He is highly regarded for his depiction of rural life. His work frequently employed setting from rural life in the early 20th century. His famous works include The Road Not Taken, The Death of Hired Man, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, Mending Wall, and After an Apple Picking, etc. Let's read first stanza of the poem. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Dear students, listen carefully. Now I am explaining first stanza of the poem. The poem is set in a scene where the poet is in a bad mood and is walking by a tree, a hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. As he passes by, a crow happens to throw some snow dust on him. Whether it falls on his head or shoulder is unknown, as there is no specific mention in this poem. Also, the readers are left in doubt about the bird's specific action. Whether the crow was landing, shivering with cold, readjusting itself on the branch, or taking off, it happened to send some particles of snow upon the author. Here, the two agents of nature, the hemlock tree and the crow, are signifiers of sadness and gloom, just like the poet's mood was in the opening scene. Let's read the second stanza of the poem. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Dear students, listen carefully. I am explaining now. For reasons unknown, the author was having a terrible day. But the falling of snow on his head lifted his mood instantly. He had already spent his day in bad mood, but the rest of it was saved by the crow and the hemlock tree. Generally, hemlock tree and crow used for negative references, but the poet used them beautifully to portray that inauspicious things can bring joy and happiness too. One must not take things for granted and should be open and accept whichever way the nature chooses to bless us.